All right, it's very fitting that the 14-year-old's math problem is still on the light board. We're not going to talk about math in that sense, but we are going to talk about today's AWS everyday product, which is elastic inference. This is a common problem we see in the data center. We have this finite resource that's a graphics card, and we have that connected to a physical host. We may have several of these graphics cards, and we're divvying out VMs based on this specialized resource. What happens when we take a look at the analysis of the use of these machines? We may discover that utilization may be somewhere in the 10% to 30% utilization of each dedicated machine, or the overall resource may only be used 25%. In a data center, this is a problem because we can't guess what instances will use the CPU or the specialized resource and what resources won't. In the public cloud, it's even more so. According to Andy Jassy back in 2018, dedicated P3 instances, which are the big boys, these are the ones we're going to do our big inferences on, is only utilized this 10 to 30%. If you're Amazon, this is extremely wasteful. You want to divvy out these resources as much as possible to as many customers as possible. What do? You find a way to virtualize that resource. Now, I don't know if they're using CXL on the back end. I'll link to my CXL video, how they're physically doing this, but they're pooling all of their inference engines and allowing you to provision elastic inference at the beginning of your provisioning, host provisioning, and as your application needs to do inference, it'll then pull those resources from the pooled resources at a much lower rate and then return them. Amazon gets a much higher utilization rate for these resources, increases their overall revenue, and you as a customer spend less money on these big P3 instances, which can then be re-provisioned for customers who are going to have higher utilization. This is an interesting solution. In the data center, we're constantly figuring out how to do this exact thing. Amazon has done it at scale and has been doing it for roughly 4 years at scale. Got any questions? You can hit me up on the web at CTO Advisor on Twitter, awseveryday.com to have this in your inbox every day.